Hi, this is Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn. This is my latest book. It's called The Plant's Paradox, Your Ultimate Guide to Plant-Based Nutrition for Health, Sustainability, and a Cooler Planet. I want to create this video on YouTube to promote this book and share it with my audience, which now numbers over 800,000 subscribers. And so I want to ask you if you will help me spread the word about this book, which we worked very hard on for many years. I have two requests. Number 1, please like this video. That helps signal to YouTube that other people might like this video and they'll show it to more people. And then secondly, please subscribe to the channel. It's a great way to stay updated on all the latest nutrition research and plant-based health information. You will find the book link in the description box below or in the first pinned comment, and you can order your copy today. And let me tell you a little bit about this book. So why did I write this book? Well, I wrote this book because there are so many unanswered questions out there. What should I eat? Should I eat fruits or vegetables or whole foods? Isn't meat good for me? Don't I need omega-3 fatty acids from fish? Do I need protein powder? Should I avoid carbs? I mean, there's just so much confusion out there. And I wanted to create a book that was very comprehensive and easy to read that would answer all of these questions. So the subtitle of the book is Your Ultimate Guide to Plant-Based Nutrition. We cover everything in this book. We explain what are essential nutrients. We explain how does the body work. What is digestion? What happens after you swallow that bite of food? We talk about carbohydrates, fat, fiber, protein, vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, phytochemicals, the microbiome, probiotics, prebiotics, even alternative proteins like pea protein, soy protein, rice protein, hemp protein. We talk about omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12. In fact, we have an entire chapter on supplements that you may or may not need. We talk about common nutrient deficiencies on a vegan diet, calcium, iron, zinc, iodine, vitamin B12, and how to avoid those. And then we have a very extensive section on the top 101 foods to eat on a vegan diet. So everything from abutilon berries to zucchini, all the foods that you can eat. Each of the chapters in the book has its own references. If you want to dig deeper into a topic, you can see where to find that information at the end of each chapter. We also have a cookbook component. So in addition to learning about nutrition and what you should eat, we also have 125 recipes in the back of the book. So you can learn how to cook delicious food using whole food plant-based ingredients. The recipes are simple, easy to follow, great taste, and they're very healthy. I think you're really going to enjoy them. In addition, I want to say that this book is for everyone. So whether you're interested in health or sustainability or animal rights or environmental issues, this book covers it all. Chapter 13 of the book is all about the environmental impact of our food choices. And we talk about how producing 1 pound of beef requires 18,000 gallons of water. We talk about the methane emissions from ruminant animals and how they contribute to global warming. And we talk about how shifting to a whole food plant-based diet is the single best thing we can do to reduce our impact on the planet. I know there has been a lot of confusion in the past about whether or not a vegan diet is environmentally sustainable. And in this book, we clear up all of that confusion. In fact, I'm so proud of this book. We put so much research into it. We cite all of the references. We explain how a vegan diet is actually good for the planet. Now this is my 6th book. I've written several books in the past. My first book was the China Study Quick and Easy Guide to the Whole Food Plant-Based Diet. Then I wrote the China Study, which was based on the most comprehensive study of nutrition ever conducted. We've sold over 6 million copies of the China Study in 27 different languages. Then I wrote How Not to Diet, which explains how to use nutrition to reset your metabolism and improve your health. Then I wrote several children's books, including The Very Hungry Hippo and Plants Are My Favorite Food. But this new book, The Plant's Paradox, is something special. It's something that I've been working towards for many years. There are 7 sections in the book. Part 1 is called Nutrition Essentials. We start out talking about what is nutrition, what is food, and then we go through all of the essential nutrients that you need. Part 2 is called The Body. We talk about how does the body digest food, what happens after you eat. We talk about the digestive system, how enzymes help you digest food. We talk about the different parts of the cells and how nutrients become part of those cells. So this book is really easy to read, but we also get into some detail about how the body works. Part 3 is called the Top 101 Foods. So there's 11 chapters in this section. We talk about the top 101 foods to eat. Each chapter starts out with a list of the foods that are in that chapter, and then we go into great detail about each one of those foods. What are the nutrients that they contain? How do they benefit our health? We talk about abutilon berries, elderberries, sea kelp, nori, kombu, dulse, nutritional yeast, tempeh, tofu, seitan, fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, nuts and seeds, sprouts, herbs and spices. So anything that you could possibly want to eat, we talk about. Part 4 of the book is called the Avoid List. There are 10 chapters here. We talk about the top 101 ingredients to avoid. Now there's no pictures of these foods in the book, but we talk about added sugar, refined flour, vegetable oils, alcohol, caffeine, processed meats, dairy products, eggs, fish and seafood, poultry, pork, lamb, beef, and game meats, as well as common allergens like peanuts, tree nuts, soy, and wheat. So in each of these chapters, we explain why you should avoid these ingredients. We explain what are the potential harms to your health. Why should you avoid these foods? Part 5 is called Kitchen Chemistry. So in this section, we get into some detail about basic chemistry. We talk about what are acids, what are bases. We talk about oxidation, reduction. We talk about how do you make chemical reactions occur. We talk about emulsification. We talk about hydration. Some of this stuff is pretty advanced, but it's really interesting and it really helps you understand how food impacts your health. Part 6 is called Nutrients and Foods. We talk about nutrients that are found in specific foods. For example, we have a chapter on calcium. We talk about what are the best sources of calcium. We have a chapter on vitamin B12. We talk about what are the best sources of B12. We have a chapter on omega-3 fatty acids, and we talk about how do you get enough of these essential fatty acids. And then finally, Part 7 of the book is called Recipes. So there are 11 chapters here, and in each chapter we have 3 or 4 recipes that use the ingredients that we talked about in that chapter. So, for example, in the chapter on calcium, we have recipes for creamy vegan Caesar salad dressing, buffalo cauliflower bites with vegan ranch dip, sesame crusted tofu with steamed broccoli and mushrooms and black pepper and garlic. We have a recipe for kelp crackers with avocado and tomato salsa, a lemon dill chickpea salad, lentil walnut burgers with tomato onion relish, edamame dumplings with stir-fried bok choy and brown rice, roasted vegetable curry with quinoa and pineapple salsa, savory stuffed acorn squash with wild rice, cranberries, and toasted pecans. These are just a few examples of the great recipes that are in this book. They're simple, easy to follow, quick, delicious, nutritious, satisfying. I think you're really going to enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about this new book, The Plant Paradox. Check it out. You can find it anywhere that you buy books. You can also order your copy through my website. I'm really excited about this book. I think you're going to love it. Thank you for watching this video. Go out, plant some seeds, grow something, eat something real. I'll see you next time.